Hi everyone, I decided to do a quick tutorial of how to use Goodreads. I've used it when I'm trying to figure out what books I want to read, or even books that I even can recommend to students. So these here are some of the ones I've read, have wanted to read. I've given a couple stars to the ones I've read. So let's say if I don't know where to begin, I could click on any of these books. So let's do the help. Scroll down, and it will show you books within that category. So let's say I want to read Anne Frank. These are the few of them that within that kind of genre, or if anybody thought they should be within this genre, they'll be listed here. So if I want to read The Tales of Two Cities, I'll click on Want to Read. If you want to put it in a distinct shelf, let's say I'm going to put it for education in case I ever want to recommend it to a student or want to think back to it, click on education. And then the way to add these shelves is I'm going to click My Books. Taking a little while. Okay. We're going to click Edit. So let's say if I want to do historical fiction, I'm going to add it. Make sure I'm done. Not, it's in a delete shelf. And it's a great way if you're trying to think back to books. Okay. And so then if I click on historical fiction, they'll have books that I've added within that shelf. So far I don't have any, but if you want to do like children's lit, I have two set so far. And it even shows you what books I've read, want to read. So if you want to do any recommendations, and let's say you want to read this book, but don't know how to get hold of it. Don't worry, Goodreads got you covered. And let's say I want to give it 4 stars. There's even a little quick summary about it. And then more details. It even will tell you on some of these books how many pages. So right there, 160 pages. When it was published. Characters. And you could even add when you finish reading, just so if you want to show how long it took you to read. I mean, it varies on person to person. Sometimes I tend to put a book down, pick another one. It's just however you roll. And then if you want to see more within that category, like these are the books that I've read but haven't added to my shelf. Good, we got that too. So it gives me a great tool of thinking back to oh, I read this book, or oh, I want to read this book. Like Lion the Witch in the Wardrobe. I've read this, so I'm gonna click read. And you can even rate it according to it. But yeah. And then if you go back to my books, oh, here is a great way. I have it on children's lit. Make sure you clear it out, because then it's just going to list those books within that. Here are the books that I've read, want to read. And it just keeps growing and growing. And then you'll get to know more books out there for yourself and for your students. So yeah, hopefully you guys like this little quick tutorial of how to do it.